do go to our website, enterprisealive.co.uk. That video I wanted to show you that gives you a kind of an in-depth sight into our role is the first video on that webpage. So go to the webpage, have a look at that video, but there's a lot of interactive videos that kind of help you make a decision. So those of you that are on Twitter, definitely recommend following me on Twitter. I try to feed as much information to university students about interviewing, CV writing, anything that I can get to help you with your careers, whether it's career advice, whatever. But it allows you to have that direct contact with a recruiter, because not only do I look at my role, obviously I work for Enterprise, but I look at my role as helping graduates find careers that they want, whether it's with Enterprise or not. So utilize that, have access. It's always good to have access to your recruiter. So if you have an interview coming up and you have a question that you're not sure of, shoot me over a tweet, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So let's just get into the nuts and bolts, who we are. 1.2 million cars in fleet at the moment. A very, very exciting time in our business at the moment, the way we're expanding and growing. 7,600 locations. I've actually just recently have changed all of these numbers. We're now, some of them actually not changed yet. So 5 countries is a lie. We actually just launched into 4 more countries, probably within the last last 2 months. We just opened up operations in France and Spain in February 1st. A couple weeks ago, we just bought a company in Brazil, and now we just invested in also another company in China. So very, very exciting opportunities at the moment, especially when it comes to growth and opportunity. $12.1 billion turnover is an old number. That just recently came out at $14 billion for our last year on record. So wow, $2 billion difference between last year and this year during what we're supposed to have a recession. So that should kind of give you an idea of the strength of our company at the moment. But still, most important, what I love the most about it is that we're still staying true to the same values that we have when Jack Taylor started our company from the very, very beginning. Jack Taylor had an idea, when he started this company in 1957, he thought, why should customers have to travel all the way to an airport to get a car? Why can't they get something in their local neighborhood? So from the one idea, being a very entrepreneurship type of guy, decided to start his own car rental company. Started as a leasing company with 6 cars in the basement of a Cadillac dealership. And really just went out into the local neighborhood, selling his idea, building relationships with dealerships and body shops, and just really the business took off from there. And I swear probably since he started this company, never thought in his wildest dreams that this would turn into this multi-billion-dollar international company that it is today, which is quite fascinating. Had a chance to meet the Taylor family a couple times. Very, very humble family. Always quick to thank you. And every time you meet them, they instantly thank you for taking such great care of our customers. And that's what his main focus has been since the very beginning. Take care of our customers, take care of our employees. And you know what? If you get those 2 right, everything else will fall in place. Profits, everything. And I think that's great. That's for a company. A lot of companies get that backwards, I think. Some companies probably put profits first. And then they put maybe customers and then employees, or maybe it's employees and customers. But we stick to our customers because they're going to drive our business. Our employees are going to help grow it. And when you get those 2 right, you don't have to worry about the profits. They'll fall in sync. Don't know what that is. I get asked a lot of times, Jeff, why is Enterprise so successful here in the UK and just globally? And that's our competitive advantage, those 3 main things. It's our customers. A lot of our customers are very loyal-based customers. Most of the customers we actually deal with are probably not necessarily going through the best situations. Jack Taylor started focusing his business on the replacement industry. So more than 50% of our customers have been involved in accidents and their cars are breaking down. People do have to rent cars for those reasons. So yeah, they're not necessarily going through the best situations, but we provide that level of customer service to really help them through those situations. Our locations, focusing on our branches being on A locations. Those of you local might have seen our location at the Galleria, right next to Nando's. That's a prime location for us. We also have an office in Watford, right on Cassio Road, right near town center. So we're really focusing on getting our offices on main roads. Most important, our vehicles. You think about who rents a car. Most of you rent a car because you probably think your car's not going to get you where you need to go that day. People want to rent brand new cars. And yeah, all of our cars in fleet are 1, maybe 2 years old. But none of it can be done without the great people that we hire into our business every single day, taking care of our customers and really having that career progression. We have a network of branches, what you can expect when you work in one of our rental offices. It's a small team, anywhere from 5 to 7 people. Fleet size will vary. We're probably about 115 cars in fleet out of Hatfield in the Galleria. We're looking at about 22 more branches opening up in the next 18 to 24 months. So again, that should just show the little bit strength of the company, and that's just in our London and Southeast group. So with 22 offices, that means 22 branch managers, 22 more assistant managers, a couple more area managers, maybe even a city manager. So there's a lot of progression, a lot of opportunity. For the recruitment process, now I handle all the recruitment for London and Southeast of England, so it's a massive, massive territory. This is kind of what you can expect if you apply online. You get a self-selection online application. We'll look at the CV. If your CV is good, we'll actually invite you for a short telephone interview. Just a 10-minute conversation, just really asking a couple questions to check your skill base. And then successful through there, you'll get invited for a first interview. Will be with myself or two of my other colleagues as well. There is a second interview, which is a branch interview. It's a chance, like I said, when you're going through and looking for a career, you always want to make sure it's the right career for you. And that second stage, that branch interview, kind of gives you a chance to interview us. We're going to put you in the branch. You're going to get a good hour, maybe a little bit longer, really interacting with the team there, getting a feel for the role, getting yourself right behind the counter, imagine yourself doing this role, interacting with customers, really get a good feel to make sure that this is the right opportunity for you. I give you a chance to ask questions to our employees. Our employees will be honest with you. They'll tell you what they like, what they don't like, where they're at in their career. And then you'll have an interview with the branch manager. And then if successful through there, the third and final stage is our assessment center. By that point, you've told us what you could do on your CV. Our assessment center allows us to see your skills. And it's just basically looking at that sales, customer service, and leadership piece. So job functions as a management trainee level. It's an entry-level position, career path to management. We are looking for the future leaders of our business. So you will learn about sales and customer service, but the training program will also give you a course through management, finance. You'll even have the HR aspect, marketing, fleet management. You'll learn all these different aspects of running one of our businesses. But most importantly, we are 100% promotion within. Every single person in our company starts from the very bottom and works their way up. All the people in different departments, whether it's HR, accounting, and finance, on myself, we've all started in rental. I was in rental for 9 years before I came into recruitment. So yeah, I know what it takes to do the job. And it's important that you have that 100% promotion within, because there's nothing worse than working for a company, spending 5-10 years with that company, and then looking for that next big promotion, and then they take somebody outside the company to fill it. And I looked at that. That happened to me. I had a short career with another company before Enterprise, and that happened to my supervisor. And I kind of thought to myself, oh wait, if I'm gonna have a career and spend 10, 15 years of my life, well, if I'm looking for that next promotion and somebody comes and takes it from outside, it's like, why wouldn't you just promote your own people? And that kind of really bothered me a little bit. And that's why I think I love, and that Enterprise ticks the box for me. Here's the career path, what you can expect. Now, there's no time limit with our career path. That's what's great about it. The career's in your hands. What you get is what you put in is what you're going to get out of it. Everyone comes in at the entry-level management trainee program, obviously entering through the first stage of promotion, which is a management assistant. Then getting to assistant manager. Anyone makes assistant manager probably within 10 to 14 months, and then progressing to branch manager in 2 to 4 years. But again, no time limit. I was branch manager in less than 2 years, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. I was never the smartest kid on the block when it came to university, but I had my career path in my head. I knew what I wanted. I was driven. I was career-minded. I actually wanted to make a lot of money, so I had that fast progression. But once you're at the branch manager level, that's where the spiderweb effect happens, where you can kind of branch out into different opportunities. And then obviously progressing to area manager, if you stay in rental. Area managers will see anywhere, probably oversee anywhere from 5 to 8 locations, and then really progressing to a city manager and VP. So really the sky's the limit. But again, it really comes down to you. It comes down to a lot of hard work and flexibility on your part. But very exciting, very fast progression as well. So a little bit of our training. I'm going to just get these all up here and talk about it. We do a lot of training. And I still, 10 years now, I still do a lot of training. But everyone will come on board through a new hire orientation. It's 1 week. You'll spend 3 days at our recruitment or our head training office at Heathrow Airport. You'll do a day in a branch, and then you'll come back for your final day on Friday. And then you'll get a management and training manual, and that manual is going to be guiding you week by week at what you should be learning as you go. But again, it's up to you. I tell everybody we're never going to hold your hand and say, come on, let's go do training today. A lot of it's going to be up to you. It's going to come down to that determination and drive to really push yourself every single day. And then we also have a mentor program. I think that's really important to have that person to go to within a business. So when you do get frustrated or if you have questions about your career and you're not sure, we have a mentor program where we'll assign you somebody that'll look after you in your career, and it's somebody that's outside of your branch. So if you're kind of confused and wondering, should I go for this opportunity, should I not go for this opportunity, it kind of gives you that kind of chance to reach out to that person and ask them those questions. And then in your first year, you'll go through a different couple series of trainings at our head office, because the majority of the training you'll have is in the branch, very hands-on, but we have some structured-based training as well. So you'll do a 90-day training, 120-day training, and then a 7-month training through sales, customer service, and marketing. And then obviously progressing up, once you're a branch manager and assistant manager, you get whole new training folders for that. So as an assistant manager, you know, that training folder is starting to get you deeper into the business now. And obviously getting promoted to a branch manager, you get a whole new training folder for that. And then obviously getting even more deeper into the business. Once you're at that manager level, your training is involved with you know, a lot of HR aspects, how to effectively write reviews, how to motivate your team, how to hold employees accountable, really looking at breaking down the costs of your business as well. You know, how do you control that back end of the business? Because you can run a business and drive all the revenue in the world that you want, but if you're not controlling the back end of your business, you're not really having a successful business. So we really help you do that. What we look for, obviously very highly motivated people. People like a challenge, able to multitask. Really enjoy the pressure of a fast-paced environment, because there is a lot of pressure to our role. You know, if a customer books a people carrier, well, there's a reason why they booked a people carrier. They book it because they need to seat 7 people. You know, so sometimes there's a lot of pressure to make sure you get the right size cars, you know, for the right customers. So you got to be able to juggle that. It's kind of like if you ever had experience at an airlines, you know, and your flight's delayed or canceled and you're dealing with those kind of customers, a lot of pressure to that. But anyone that wants a responsibility and autonomy to run their own business, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that entrepreneurship vibe, that, you know, that people that do want to run a business in life. I really hope everyone in this room wants to make some money. Yeah? If not, I'll hire you right now for free. We'll go there. So hopefully everyone's really money or motivated. And the reason for that is because once you're at the assistant and branch manager level, you'll still get a salary with us. I don't know what is doing that, so I'm really sorry. But when you're assistant manager, you still get your salary, but now you get paid a percentage of your branch's profits every month. You know, so that's where that money motivation comes into play. That's why it's really important to make sure you're driving your revenue, motivating your team to sell, but again, also making sure you're controlling your costs. And I think if you're really good at doing both of those, then you're going to be laughing to the bank every single month. So that's where the rewarding hard work comes into play. But very fun, very team-oriented place, and obviously looking for the future leaders of our business as well, because it is a management training program. Now, we are obviously just upstairs. And I do recommend popping in to say hello. I have Angela and Christina there with me today. They're both on our management training program. One's already at the first level of promotion, and she's only been with the company 7 months. And the other one just started about 4 months ago, and she's already looking at her first level of promotion soon as well. So you can really get some good insight with them. I can shout really loud. I don't want to kill them. Here's just some awards that we've won. Really proud, obviously, interesting award. People don't think that we wonder, like, why do we win that award? We've won the top 50 places where women want to work probably the last 7 years in a row. And a lot of different great awards, Target Awards. We've just actually won an award recently by the Association of Graduate Recruiters, and we actually won that award for career development. We just did an employee opinion survey. 80% of our employees in our business worldwide know what they need to do to get to the next level. And I think that's fantastic. 80% of our employees actually know what they need to do to get themselves promoted to the next level. You know, and there's probably a lot of companies or maybe people working now that really you probably don't know what you need to do to get to the next level. You're hoping you're doing everything you need to do, but you might not. But our program is so structured, you'll know. It's right there in front of you. You know exactly what you need to do to get to that next level. Here's my email address as well. If any of you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me over an email. Also, again, you know, follow me on Twitter, Jeffrey Lovejoy1. You know, again, it's good to have that connection. Like I said, I'm here to help you. So any questions, whether it's with enterprise or not, like I said, I'm a graduate recruiter in the market. I know what companies are looking for. I know about interviewing. I know the do's and don'ts. I see it every single day. So any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. Any questions about our career?
Do you have minimum A-level and GCSE requirements?
No, no, and no. We look obviously the university degree. It doesn't matter what you did. We just want to, obviously you've completed your GCSEs and A levels. We're looking at any degree aspect. It doesn't matter what degree. It doesn't matter what grade. We look at you as an individual. What do you want in a career? If you get a third, yeah, we may ask some questions. Maybe there's a good reason why you got a third. You know, maybe it's you work 3 jobs to put yourself to university. We look at more of the individual. Obviously, we are a rental car company, so we do require a full UK driving license to be held for at least 1 year. So I hope everyone has a license. Yeah. What's that? No more than 6. Have to be a good driver. We have over 80 different makes and models in fleet, anywhere from a Ford Ka to a Range Rover Sport, S-Class Mercedes, you know, BMW X5s, some pretty high-line cars, a lot of Audis as well. So obviously you're going to be picking up and driving our customers around, also clients, you know, so driving is important. We have 2 main roles going right now. We have our management training program for all of our graduates. If those of you that are second years and looking for a year in industry as a 12-month placement, we do also have a 12-month placement opportunity available. Get hot on that because that opportunity is going to be closing here shortly. And unfortunately, we're out of our summer internships at the moment. Any other questions?
Sorry, so when does the graduate program, management program close?
The graduate management training program doesn't close. We recruit all year. It's just our 12-month placement that's closing soon.
What position does the graduate start as an assistant manager?
You start at the bottom as a trainee, and then as a management trainee, it's called a management trainee, and then the next level is management assistant, assistant manager, and then branch manager and above. So it's kind of an accurate like hierarchy, but there's a fast progression. You can get the branch manager, like I said earlier, in less than 2 years, but it really depends on you. It depends on flexibility. If you're content in living in Hertfordshire your whole life, then it might take you a little bit longer to progress. But if you're willing to commute an hour for a branch manager spot, maybe 45 minutes for an assistant spot, then you can progress rather quickly with us.
What is the starting salary?
Starting salary is at £18,000 with room to progress to £19,000 once you're at the management assistant level. Our assistant managers get paid anywhere from about $25,000 to $35,000 a year, and then branch managers $35,000 to $50,000 a year plus a company car at that point. So again, very fast progression. Reason for gaps in pay it is the assistant managers because that's where you get a percentage of your branch's profit. So you still get the salary, but now you're getting paid based on performance.
I think I heard you when you said earlier that branch managers, you know, they share the profit.
Yep.
Right.
And assistant managers as well.
So does that profit goes only for branch managers and assistant managers, or does that go for the whole employees?
No, just the assistant and branch manager.
Assistant and branch manager.
Yeah.
And what's the incentive for the other people, you know, to actually make it work and motivate them?
To get to assistant and branch manager.
I mean that people that they work for you, for example.
Yeah, the incentive for our trainees is to get themselves to the next level. You know, that's how I looked at myself. When I started as a trainee, I knew I was working hard. I knew I was washing cars, but I always thought I'm doing that for somebody else's paycheck. My motivation is I want to do that for my own paycheck, and I would love to have a team of people doing that for my paycheck as well. You know, so that's what motivates. We know 18,000 pounds is not a lot of money for what we do, but it's there for a reason. It's there to motivate you to get yourself to the next level. We don't want people, you know, we could have a salary, a competitive salary at 24,000, but there's a lot of people out there that might be content and happy making 24,000. Well, we don't want people to stay in the same position their whole lives. We want people to come into our company and really progress. So that 18,000 pounds is there to motivate you to perform, do well, and really progress quite quickly in a career with us.
You said to get to management, branch manager position, it takes 2 years on average.
2 to 4 years, but again, it depends on you. Our quickest on record is 14 months. That person was very driven. He relocated for his branch manager spot, and yeah, he got there rather quickly. I was about 18 months when I was promoted to branch manager. So again, I had that drive. Like I said, you know, I was in Southern California sweating in, you know, 110 degree heat. I don't know what that is Celsius, I'm sorry, but it was really hot, and washing cars. And I knew I wanted to work hard for my own business. I wanted my hard work to be rewarded through the profits of the business. So that was my main motivation.
Like you said, you come from California.
Yeah.
So is there an opportunity for us to progress into other positions in other companies?
Now, anywhere within the EU, If there's opportunities that come available, yeah, because there's no real visas involved, obviously, with the European Union. But at the moment, the way the economy is, it's getting really strict, obviously, to go to America, and obviously strict coming here as well. But having said that, as you progress, for those upper senior level management positions, you have to be flexible. Because obviously there's only so many of those positions. You know, we only have 8 VPs in the entire UK, but we have hundreds of VPs across America. So, you know, when you're for those upper level management positions, yeah, there's always those opportunities that you could end up in the States and Canada. But for managers, trainees, that kind of stuff, unfortunately not, just because of the way immigration laws have been getting really strict, and on both sides, strict going to America and strict coming here as well.
So is the training program running locally, London or nationwide?
It's the same training program across all aspects of our business. So in the States, in Germany, everywhere.
So this one you talked about, if we apply here, are we going to be trained in London or will
We would essentially place you according to your postcode and keep you flexible within a 30 to 40 minute radius. So we have plenty of opportunities across the country. Any other questions?
Do you know you said you've been promoted to branch manager? Would that be into a new office, or is that into an existing office?
It would be. It could be a new office or it could be an existing office. It depends. We've had a lot of, because of our recent expansion into France and Spain and some other, we've had a lot of upper management, senior positions, promotions happen. So when you see that happen, it's a trickle-down effect all the way to a brand new hire. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities where branch managers are getting promoted to the next level, and obviously we have to fill those existing stores. Yeah. If you have any other questions, feel free to pop up. I'll come to the back here as well. But again, I have my stand just upstairs in the foyer. And obviously we have 2 people on the training program there, so if you want to get more information about life in the rental branch. I've been out of the rental branch for about a year and a half now, but they're in the heart of it. One works at our Watford location, and Christina works at our Russell Square in central London location. So, all right. Thank you guys very much.